All right. Oh, you know what? Real quick, I can't show this screen. Give me 2 seconds. I was gonna hop onto the multiplayer. Oh, I should have favorited it. That's not the right place. I would need to search for this. I'm not gonna do that. Let's cancel out. Never mind. I'll do that at a different time. I was going to hop onto my multiplayer character and go do some prep. I went and joined those guys. I did not stream last night, everybody. I had plans to stream the multiplayer session, and then at like 2:30 in the afternoon or something like that, I got an email or a WhatsApp and an email from the insurance company about my PS5. So I ended up spending my entire afternoon. I had to get a bunch of paperwork together, and then we had to go get it shipped off, and that took from like 2:30 in the afternoon until 6:30 at night. And then I got home. It was 6:30. They had already started, and I was like, you know what? I don't feel like streaming. I did hop on and join their group for about an hour while I sat here and drank a beer and basically fell asleep. But I did not stream last night. And I have a lot of prep to do on that other character because he doesn't have, he didn't have like bandages. He's out of food. He needs healing charges. So what I need to do, I'm not going to do any questing on the multiplayer server, but I am going to, at some point, like I said, I forgot it didn't save the server data, so I got to go manually look up the server stuff and plug it in. I don't want to do that right now. That's something I didn't anticipate needing to do. But I need to hop on that server and go do grinding, because I need to grind out, like I need to go get a bunch of purple berries so that I can have dried berries. I need to get a bunch of stuff together so that I can make healing pots. Yeah, it was fun, Lou. I was not really prepared. I didn't realize what was gonna go down last night. So level 2s and level 3s going into level 7 and level 9 territory. I didn't have the gear for that. I don't think anybody has the gear for that, but I definitely didn't have the healing things together, and I forgot that everything scales. So knowing that it scales, we're probably going to have to, for those sessions, be extremely cautious about where we go. We can't be running off to level 7 and level 9 content. But I don't have any like regen. I need a whole bunch of supplies, so I gotta actually log onto the server and do prep before I play next week. So we'll do that another day, maybe tomorrow. I did know it would scale, but I forgot about the scaling. So because once I got in, I was like, oh, that's right, everything scales. I forgot about that. Because then it was like, oh shit, we are not going to be able to do this. Doing what I'm doing right now makes me really wish and hope. I am hopeful. So if anybody's played New World, New World is this essentially. It's you're doing lots of gathering, you're doing lots of crafting, you're doing lots of prep in between your adventuring sessions, and I'm extremely hopeful that the MMO that they're putting together for Lord of the Rings is going to be something like this or like New World, because if you give me, like I've often said, like if Lord of the Rings Online looked like this and played with a controller, I probably wouldn't play any other game. That's not true. I would, but I would spend easily 50 hours a week just playing Lord of the Rings Online if it had controller support and modern systems. Like, I'm really hopeful for the upcoming, but it's still like 5 years out. So, what's up, Thandar? Finally moved in. Nice. Well, technically, I have a level 25 character I could spec over too, but I don't know what that would do to the scaling. I don't think it matters because it doesn't scale to the. It's just like the level 7s scale higher. So, yeah, I don't know. The character that I moved over is level 5, dinged level 6 last night, so I think that's plenty. It's plenty. But boy, oh boy, I was not in a place to play last night when I got home. I was so tired. All right, let me make nothing. I don't need to make any arrows. I do need to deposit a bunch of stuff. I don't think that that's necessarily true, Dribrom, but I think that well, I think you and I are probably going to agree on the end of that conversation. I think the way you said it is something I don't agree with, in the sense that I will say that yes, most games have moved towards a more solo experience, but I still feel like all games that I play offer plenty of group-based activities, but you have to actively seek them out. And that's something that old games, they forced you to do group content, which I don't agree with at all. I much prefer the way it is these days. Like, I like the matchmaker in World of Warcraft, Star Wars: Old Republic. I think the matchmaker is a phenomenal tool because it helps someone like me, because 90% of the time I don't want to be around other people. I just want to do my own thing. But I like the flexibility of knowing that I have group content that's available when I want to do it. I don't really think it has so much to do with games are overly single player. I just think that most people's natural, like, if you don't force me to do something, I'm not going to do it. Like I'm not going to go out of my way to deal with other people. Like, I have to want to go deal with other people. So there has to be a reason for me to want to do things with other people. Challenge isn't enough though, because for me, I don't play games for challenges. Like I said the other day, like if I want to be challenged in life, I will go learn a new language. I will go learn quantum physics. I will, learn how to juggle. Like if I want to be challenged, I do those things. If I play a video game, I'm here to relax and have fun, and that usually does not equal butting heads with other people who all have their own agendas, who are being stupid about, not wanting to play well with others. So I think that it's the natural tendency for people to want to solo in games. And in terms of the logistics, not the logistics, it's the wrong word. In terms of the statistics, I guess they could both be used there. The data from game dev shows that moving more content to single player was the right move, because it has brought billions upon billions of additional players into these games who never would have played otherwise, because the barrier to entry was too high. I don't miss the days of EverQuest. I don't miss the days of EverQuest 2 even, of like sitting around and waiting for other people to log on so that I could do something. That shit was boring. I love being able to do this and just hop on and play the game And then, oh, Thursday nights we're gonna get together and play Enshrouded together. Cool. And then we can get together. The content scales. It's more challenging. You know, we could do things together. I think that that alone is more than. I don't think you need to motivate players to group. I don't think you need to. I think all you need to do is provide them with the option, because it shouldn't be about forcing people to do something they're uncomfortable with. It should be about providing them with lots of player agency and the option to play. Because I'll tell you what, Enshrouded with a group is super fun. And so getting together with your friends is a lot of fun to do that. But I don't want to have to be forced to do that with other people that I don't know. Like, I don't want to play Enshrouded with randos. Like, I wouldn't want to play Shrouded with anybody other than the people that I play the game with, like my friends and community members. Like, I would never want to group with randos. And that's something like, especially coming over and having played, like, most recently, doing the Destiny 2 grind, because I was playing that game until my PS5 bit the bullet, bit the dust, whatever. Um, the lobbies for Destiny 2, dude, when you get into a fire team with people, it sucks. Like, those are not nice people. They're randos. And what are they going to do? Also, same thing with World of Warcraft. If you've ever joined, like, the matchmaking, not for normal dungeons, but, like, if you want to go try to do a mythical, like, those people are not nice people. They're not there to be your friend. They're there to accomplish a goal, and they've probably run the dungeon 50 times before. And so, if you're joining as a rando through the matchmaking system, you need to understand that you're not there to have fun and be friends with those people. You're there to get to the end as quickly as possible. So the incentive, it's not about anymore about the duty of finding, like Templar was saying, it's not about having a duty to group with other players. It's about having fun with other players. And I think that World of Warcraft does it fine in the sense that now we have follower dungeons, so I could do the dungeon on my own. Then I have like heroic dungeons, which I could do with my guildmates or my friends, and then I can save the mythical stuff for if I'm in a guild. There are a few people who enjoy doing the mythicals in the group finder. I do not. But I really do appreciate the way they do it here. I can play it, or Dune Awakening. Dune Awakening is another recent game that we've been playing that I appreciate. I can play the game solo. I can also bring my friends along if I want to. And then there's some separate content that is specifically designed for the groups. And I can go do that content if I want to. But it's at the end of the game. It's icing on the cake. I'm not required to do it to complete the story. It's just there so that once I'm done with the story, if I want to keep playing, there's that extra layer of content to do. And that's kind of the way this is. I can have my private server where I do all my own stuff, and I can have my, my own home and my building, and then I can have the multiplayer server where I go do stuff with my friends. But also, like, Lord of the Rings Online is another good example because I played that game back in the day when it was forced grouping, and I had fun with it, but I didn't enjoy it nearly as much as I enjoy it today. Like, I think the Lord of the Rings Online of today is a much better game than it was 15 years ago. Why? Because they got rid of all the forced grouping. Dude, it used to suck to have to wait around because this is there's no matchmaking in Lord of the Rings Online 15 years ago. There was no Discord 15 years ago. You're waiting around, maybe in a Ventrilo server or a TeamSpeak server, and you're hoping that your guildmates are going to get on between 5 and 7 o'clock so that you can play dungeons with them. Because if they don't log on, you don't have anything to do because you can't solo anything. So the only thing for you to do is sit around and wait. and maybe there's two of you, so you go around, you pitter around, you kill some wolves, and you pew pew some bandits and orcs, and you wait for your group, because if you don't have a group, you can't go do the book quests, you can't do the dungeons, you can't do the instances. Fuck the old days. Yeah, the perfect example of that Templar Blade is all the people who thought Pantheon Rise of the Fallen was going to be this massive success, and and it just no. And I can also tell you because, well, that's another story. But as an example with Pantheon, everyone thought it would have, oh, it'll sell 1 million copies. It'll have 150, 200,000 players because that's how many players EverQuest had back in the day. The reason EverQuest had that many people back in the day is because there were no other fucking options. That was the only game that existed of that scope, scale, and caliber. These days, there are 1,000 MMOs that I could choose from, many of them free to play, most of them offering modern gameplay experiences. And meanwhile, you got Pantheon trying to say, we're going to have corpse runs and XP loss and level loss and force grouping. And it's like, you know how many people are playing that early access? Like 500, 600 people on a nightly basis. There's like nobody playing that game. Where are the million players who supposedly were going to buy that game? Where are the 150,000, 200,000 people that were supposedly going to play that game on a nightly basis? Just not there. Smedley did a few post EQ games. He did a couple like pixel art games, and then he went and worked on a bunch of projects for Amazon. I don't know that any of the projects he worked at Amazon came to fruition. I would have to go look at his IMDb, or not his IMDb, his LinkedIn or something. I think he retired last year or a couple years ago. I should make nothing. I have plenty of supplies, but I do need to get rid of the... But one thing I do think worked really well, Drbrom, and I don't know why they got rid of it. I loved the social system in Star Wars: The Old Republic, so that when you went and did a flashpoint or a dungeon, right, there were the conversation options, and every team member would vote on the conversation options, and then you would get points for participating in that conversation. You would earn social points, and then you had a social level that you could rank up. And then there were special vendors in the game that sold specialty gear that you could only purchase if you had social points. That, to me, was like the perfect incentive to go group up with other people, because it was like, well, I want to earn those really cool cosmetics and those really cool specialty weapons and those really cool specialty outfits. I want to earn that gear. And in order to earn that gear, I need to go run the group content with other players, because I can only level up my social points by grouping up with other people. I thought that was the perfect implementation of a social system that was not forced. It was optional gear. But here's the thing. Like you said, humans take the path of least resistance. And what they realized was that everybody was like, well, if I can go get this gear over here, I don't need the social gear. And so the vast majority of the player base was not doing the group-based content to earn the social gear, so they got rid of the social system entirely because not enough people gave a shit about it. So even though I enjoyed that system, the vast majority of players didn't. So even when you have a really good incentivized system of optional rewards, here's some really cool stuff that you can go get, the path of least resistance is solo gameplay. And for a company who needs to prioritize profits to keep the employees going and everything else, you have to prioritize single player content, because no one's going to play your game if it's forced grouping. All you have to do is go look at like Pantheon as an example, or even the game that I worked on previously, which decided to go a different direction when I was no longer involved, and they made it hardcore group, and I think they have a nightly average of 35 people that play their game. Like, there's nobody out there that wants to play forced group content. It's just not a thing. There are some people who enjoy it, but not a lot. I don't have any more easy quests. It's all like moderate or difficult, so I'm gonna have to just get out of my comfort zone. Yeah, it's the Temple Bread says I think that became too difficult for people. I think it mostly became just a system that not enough people were using in terms of the social system because it was just if I can earn the gear without running a group. Also, I will also say this: when that was there, they didn't have the matchmaking system back then. When the social system was still in place, they didn't bring the matchmaking to Star Wars: Old Republic until after they got rid of the social system. I think if they still had the social system with the matchmaking that they have now, I think it would still be in the game. I actually like the pacing on this game, Gray. I don't mind the pacing on this game at all. Um, I'm not going to be playing PoE 2 right now. My PS5 is in the shop, or I just sent it off last night to the shop. So if I get it, we'll see when I get it back. I won't have any time to do. I would like to explore the new season of PoE 2, but I won't have time until late September at the earliest. And if I do, I had way more fun playing the Ice Mage. So if I go back, I'll probably just go back and do another Ice Mage and check out the changes. I did not like the Monk. I think the Monk was... I had fun with it until I played the Ice Mage. And then I was like, oh my god, the Ice Mage is so fucking awesome. Or Ice Sorcerer, whatever it is. I don't remember what it's called now. Even the Ranger, I didn't feel like... Or what did I play last time? It wasn't the... Did I play the Ranger last time? The Ranger was pretty good too, but I still feel like the Ice Mage was my favorite so far. Getting our butts kicked last night, Deeks, is what we were doing. Vanguard and McQuaid. Yeah. Ooh, there's Red Shroud down there. I don't know. Don't forget today is Drops 2. Drops day number 2 for No Man's Sky. We will be back again at 7 o'clock is when the Drops campaign kicks off. So, I don't know what time it is right now. We'll do the same routine as yesterday. I'll play this for a couple of hours, and then we'll switch over. I love, yeah, I have a lot of fun doing those Templar. I will say one thing I do miss, which Dribron was talking about earlier. I do miss some of the old EverQuest 2 raids, because those were a lot of fun, but I think a lot of people have rose-tinted glasses about those because, oh shit, I gotta pay attention here. There's like a boss mob up here. Oh shit, yeah, I don't know about this. Do you see the size of that dude? And I got ads. Oh, he saw me. I think a lot of people forget about how much a pain in the ass the coordination was to get all those people together. Is he gonna chase me? He's definitely gonna chase me. No, he won't chase me. Not all the way. Does his health reset? Where is he? Oh my god. There he is. Oh, Jesus! Holy shit! He got me in one hit. Wow! Okay, don't get hit by the giant... Don't get hit by the giant thunderball. Shit, I need to go down here. Oh, and there's guys between me and my corpse. And there's wolves back here. Some bitch. It's not, you're not wrong, Trevor. It's a pain in the ass to make people understand how a clock works. You just have to have a speech about duty and honor. Yeah, getting people to show up on time is just a lesson in futility. Do not fall. I can't see anything. Get the target lock off. No, I blocked. I blocked! Oh, I should have waited for my stamina. This is going to be a short trip. I'm going to have to dive bomb and hope there's no... Dried purple berries. I wish food persisted past death. That is mildly annoying. Do I have more than one tombstone? I don't think I do. I think you only dropped the one. Exactly. Ouchies transcend. This just... I think technically this stuff is above my level. I think it said level 7 or level 9, and I'm only... Well, all I know is it showed purple. Purple is higher level than me. Try a tusk buff. Gather strength from the stone pillar their kind worships. If you're sane enough to go up against one of them, I suggest you try one of the tusk buffs. Oh, so they're telling me I should have tried to find a buff first. What? Should have paid attention. Well, I don't know what stone pillar I'm supposed to touch. The problem is there's all these ads in here. Oh, they heal too. No, I hit the wrong target. Get it! No, hit the wrong target. No. He's gonna chuck something at me. Oh, you fucker. Come here. Dude does not want to target lock on these healers. Oh yeah, just stand there and let me backstab you. Thank you very much. Let's get the healers down. Oh, he's gonna come over here. Can I pause? Yes, I need to drink coffee. Bed rests is never fun. Hopefully you get better soon, Transcend. Tweaking the back. There's the buff all the way over there. Okay, ads are down. The healers are down. That! No, I don't think so, bitch. What's he gonna do? I need to find a better position than like here on the hill. Nope. As long as he doesn't chase me out, I'm just gonna sit here and rinse repeat. I'm gonna have to start using the manual aim because he's... Yep. There's something about headshot damage too I'm not taking advantage of because I'm not very good. I don't trust the controller. Now that almost got me. See what I mean? I gotta fine-tune the... I gotta fine-tune the turn speed because it's not very good. Duck! No, you're gonna do your jump thing. Come on, do your jump thing. Dude, if you get even just remotely in range of that. There it is. Alright, we're done. Okay. No, I hope he doesn't respawn really quickly because I need to check all the loot in here. What is this? A soul? What is a soul? I've discovered a soul. I don't know what that means. By the way, is this like, could this be clay? No, it's just mud. Wishful thinking. Okay. I still haven't found clay. Well, I need to take this booty back to the base. There is free aim, but I don't have it configured, so the turn radius is it's not sped up. I would have to fine tune it. I don't like free aim on controllers. I much prefer target lock. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't found it yet. Random villagers is what Gray says. Okay. Alright, I got a brawler head. I should probably put that in that chest. Because the other head is in there too. Somebody told me on a YouTube video last night, and I didn't notice it until just now. If you look at this right here, where my healing potion is, the first tab on the bar correlates to the up button on the D-pad. And so if you put your healing potions in that first, or your bandages, if you put those things in that first slot, you can just use it with the uptick of the thumb pad. I didn't know that. That's been added since the last time I played. And I never noticed that. And someone on a YouTube video yesterday showed me that, which is dope. So what they said to do is put your healing potions in the first slot of each hotbar. That way when you switch between them, you always have healing potions available with the click of a button. I was like, that's okay. That's cool. I didn't know you could do that. That's good to know. So do I use the summoning staff to... No. I don't see her available here. I don't know where to summon souls. I need to find a scavenger mother. A scavenger matron. Yusa! Help me make some more healing potions, which I cannot make because I need penny buns. Which means I probably need to go gather some penny buns. Penny buns? No, I have plenty of penny buns right here. Oh, hang on. Wizard said use left or right on the D-pad to switch. So I was going up and down. I didn't even see that. Thank you. Well, I figured you summoned him with a staff grade, but I didn't know how to switch between. So you can actually, it shows you right there. It says right now it's on craftspeople, but you can put it over. It goes to assistants or villagers. So I can summon. Do I have to give villagers a bed?
Hi.
No, but she has a conversation.
Huh.
Oh, she does need a bed.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I cannot rest until I understand their rituals. Seek their sacrificial pit near Fort Kelvin. Alright, I gotta make her a bed really quick. Otherwise she'll steal mine. Dude, it's gonna be like a bunk room in here. Out of the way, Peck! I'm getting a little carried away with all the people I'm summoning here. This is not where I wanted to build my village. um, oh, I got an axe out of that too, I just realized. I'm never going to use it. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to, I'm just waiting on the right place to figure out where to put things. Whew.
Hey.
Hey, hey, hey! That's right, I'm your hero. It's good to know your place. Let's see here. Potions. That's what I was making before I summoned the lady. Balthazar, where you at? Boy, it's gonna be one of those days. Chris and I both woke up at like 2:30 in the morning because Leia and Luke were on the bed. Both of them, brother and sister, just bothering. Like Luke wanted to play and he wanted caressing, and so he was being all lovey-dovey and biting her hands, and then Leia jumped up on the bed and was biting her feet and meowing at us because she wanted to play, and it's like 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. I told Chris just put him outside. But by that point we were already awake, so it was like, well, fuck. So I got up and got coffee and started doing this, and then she's doing laundry. We're gonna be sleeping today at some point. Man, I love that outfit. Very, very happy with that cosmetic outfit. Liking that bow too, man. Just overall, I like the look of this character. Oh shit, you know what I accidentally did? I accidentally stored all my arrows, I think. Why did it store my arrows? Or did it not store my arrows? I guess I used all my arrows inadvertently. Okie dokie.
Huh.
Do I have what I need to make specialty arrows? That's the cook.
That is a fun
Oh, hold up. I haven't even looked at her stuff. A cat pillow? Dude, am I gonna become a cat dad in this game as well? Cat food? Dexterity food. What the hell? I didn't know there was stat food. "35-minute buff? Holy shit, I need to be making stat food."
Hello. Good luck.
I maybe need to rethink my strategy here, what I was working on.
Huh?
Now, how come it won't let me craft 10 suddenly? I still haven't found clay. I'm still not ready to do that because I haven't found flint. I need to go find more flintstone in mine.
Always keep moving.
What level am I right now? Alright. Should be good on arrows for a while. That makes me think about, yeah, I think I went mining for flint over here somewhere. No, that's a salt quarry. Where was it? It was close to me. There we go. There's a flint mine right over there. Man, I need to think about this for a minute because I really hate the idea of setting up an entire production facility here, but it kind of feels like I'm meant to do it that way and then worry about the village stuff later. Because I didn't even realize, because stat food would be, I just need to do farming. How do I, let's go talk to the farmer again.
Hey there.
No, you're
Goodbye.
the villager. You're the farmer. Y'all look the same to me. Production. This is a seed bed. I need farm soil. Farm soil requires springland dirt and bone meal. I know I have springland's dirt saved. And bone meal. which I'm pretty sure I used all of because it's not here. That'll be in my production chest. There's the dirt. Salt. Well, I don't think I have any bone meal. Oh, yeah, I do. Right there. Just west of my base? I have no idea. There may be something just west of me here. I haven't been over west of me.
Take care.
No, where's the
See you
fucking
soon.
farmer? I gotta remember, the farmer is the dreadlock lady. Come here, dreadlock lady. Okay, I needed to make 10 farm soil to make the seed bed.
Stay safe, friend.
The seed bed. Can I put it out back here, maybe? I don't know where I want to put this. Let's put it underneath the window.
Hey!
Okay. What can I do here? Oh, I have a whole bunch of recipes. Oh, hang on, hang on. Where did she go? Dreadlock lady, come here. So I obviously need to unlock more, like, recipes. Because right now I can only make Dex food. So what does the Dex food require? Forest beets. I have some of those.
Farewell.
Before I craft anything, hold up. Forest
Aw.
beets. I know I got some of those when I was out wandering. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Gray says it's like 50 feet to the west. Okay, I'll go check it out here in a minute. Farm lady, stop trying to move. I need to talk to you. Oh, I need one more forest beet to make that. Alright, whatever.
Goodbye.
Browse recipes. I need more farm soil.
What? Glad to help. Hi.
Why is that? Okay, that's selected. I need to put... So this is going to create beet seedlings. Man, if I remember correctly, didn't we have to create... I didn't do the farming last time when we played together a couple years back. I remember somebody took care of farming, and I remember they had to create like a... I think they had to create like a hoe, and they had to create like farmland, because I remember I just went and logged into the server yesterday, and there was like outside of the house, there was like a plot of like tilled earth. Don't get in a wreck, Gray, for my account. I'll definitely find some. You gotta stay alive, bro. Don't text and drive. Who was the person? I think it was the blacksmith. Yeah, this thing right here. A rake. Oh, that's a scrappy rake. But he doesn't make like a normal rake. I don't know how to make a normal rake. Huh.
Anything else?
I wonder if that's gonna be I wonder if I have like a side quest to go get a rake or something. I'll figure that out later. Old Wizard said the hoe is only for leveling the ground. You can use the farm soil with a build hammer to place terrain to create garden plots. Oh, okay, cool. I'm sure it'll tell me here in a minute. Rake can be used to spread farm soil as well. Okay. All right. I may be trying to
Hey.
think ahead of the tutorial. It's probably going to give me the tutorial here in a minute, and I'm just like thinking out loud because I remember somebody doing like
Aw.
the gardening last time. I didn't do the gardening last time. Oh, that's cool. You could watch them grow in real time. Well, at least there's maybe not. There's just it looks like a dynamic animation showing things growing and going back. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, that'll be something that probably happens closer to launch, the tutorial thing. Berry bushes. Oh, so I don't have to go hunting for berries anymore. I could just grow my own berries. That's awesome. And hazelnuts. The berry bushes are a big deal, for sure. I need a shrubbery. Oop, free arrows. Health potion for the win. Usually there's another one around here. He is not here today. Okay, Gray was saying just west. Here's the home. West is over in this direction. I have something over here. I don't know what that is a question mark for. Let's go exploring and find out what it is. Something up top, that's for sure. Oh, I gotta pay attention to the time. What time is it, guys? $5:30? Oh, we still got time. I got another hour. Ish. And then we'll switch over. There it is, right there. Flint. You know, I gotta say, as much as I love Dune Awakening, one thing I don't love about that game, and I much more appreciate about this game, is the fact that here I don't have to worry about taxes or any of that stuff, right? I just I can leave my home here. Now, from an economic standpoint, I don't know how they're going to maintain, but it's a much smaller company, Keen Games. I know why Funcom does it that way because they have a lot of players and it's a server maintenance issue. But it is, I'm okay with it because this is my day job. But I cannot imagine somebody like my brother trying to play Dune Awakening and having to deal with the whole base maintenance aspect of that game of needing to like constantly log back in to need to keep your base going, to keep your taxes paid. It's definitely meant to be a game for people who actively play. Kind of like, you know, you have a bunch of people who are super active in World of Warcraft and that's like the only game they play. I love that game. And I'm in the Funcom creator team, but I can also critique. The game is not without, no game is without flaws. I literally have Google Calendar updates set up for that game. I have to, because like I don't remember to pay my taxes and fuel my base. Like that's the only reason I'm going to be able to keep up with it is for the sheer fact that I have Google updates. Like my phone literally beeps at me and says, "Hey, you need to go play Dune Awakening tomorrow." And it's like, "Oh, okay. Guess I'll schedule in a stream." Apart from when we have story updates, because we have a big story update coming on the 10th, so there will be, you know, probably a week or so of content to chew through. Whereas this game, I could go away for, like I did. I went away for a year and came back, and all my server stuff is still there. Even Lord of the Rings Online, if you're gone for 6 months, they disband your kinship, and they take away your housing, and they put everything in escrow. And they're like, nope, you lost your plot, and it's somebody else's because they do instanced, but it's also based on plot claims. So they have neighborhoods in Lord of the Rings Online, and there's only like I don't know 20 or 30 plots per neighborhood. And so if you're not actively maintaining your plot, use it or lose it, and they give it to somebody else. And they don't give it, but they make it available for somebody else. Dig a diggy hole, dig a diggy hole. That's enough. That's enough diggy hole. It's extremely single player. You don't have to group with other people if you don't want to in Enshrouded. I thought that was a penny bun, and it's a rock. I don't need rocks. Penny bun! Everybody has access to multiplayer services in this game. Yep. They have their own server hosting. So like, here, let me get back to my house. I can't remember how many players that you can have on the free hosting. It's like, I'm gonna go look here in a second. It'll tell me. So this is my private game, just me, but I could also host either one of my private servers. I could choose to host other players. Looks like over here I can configure. And you can adjust player amount up to 16. So you can have up to 16 people on the servers that the game company themselves make available. I believe you can host more than that if you want to pay for hosting. Like if you pay for hosting through like, what is it, G Portal, or I think it's G Portal. Probably, I'm sure there are other services, but if you decide that you're going to host your own server, not use their server, because I will say it's been a while, so I don't know what the stability is like, but when we tried to play via their hosted servers through the Keen servers, everybody, we were constantly getting disconnects. Like we would have issues every single time, but it was also early on in the early access, so it could be much better now. I don't know how it is, but you can host a server with up to 16 players on it for free, which is very generous of them, because if I was running the company, ain't no way I would be allowing people to have servers for free. I would be charging for that shit. It'd be like, nope, you need to pony up and pay. I'm gonna go ahead and keep the rest of that stuff for now. All right. Oh shit, that creates 10 seedlings. I didn't know that it created 10 seedlings. I don't need that many beets, Jesus. How do I get over here and quickly... How do I cancel out? I'm looking to see if there is a pause button. I don't see a pause crafting button. Well, whatever. It's almost done, and it's creating some more, so... Okay, how do I plant beet seedlings? Can I just plant them? Do I need to create like terrain? This is what I'm looking for. Do I not need to create like a dirt patch before I plant? Or can I, it looks like I could just plant them in the grass. It's not what I wanted to do.
Hello.
Oh, I see what it just did. It like... Oh, so you can eat away at the terrain if you want to level an area out. Using the shape thingy. Oh, snap. Okay. So I could essentially... Boy, you gotta... It's kind of tricky to keep it all on the same plane, though, isn't it? Yeah, that's kind of funky. See, I went down too far. Ah! That one went down too far. Okay, I kind of dig this. So then what I could do is I could... Now that I've like carved this niche out, I can then... Hang on, hang on. No, 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 no. It's just putting Springland's dirt back in. This is shapes. How do I... If I just put the dirt, can I do anything with it? No. How do I plant dirt? Because that's just doing shapes. Oh, god damn it, not what I meant to do. Undo. I need farm soil? Oh. That was, what's her name? Dreadlocks lady. Yo. I've got to wait for her to get out of the corner. That is kind of slightly... That's going to be something they have to fix. Like, there has to be a better way of accessing the NPCs rather than waiting for them to move in an area. So I think the problem is I've got them all clustered together, and they need to have their own space so that they're easily accessible. And I've just got them all cramped into one area. Farm soil. Well, fuck it, let's just make it all.
I have faith in you.
So then what? I come over here and use farm soil? Okay, enter building mode. Aha! Okay, that's pretty cool.
Aw.
So that I can have like this sort of natural little flower, like try to shape this properly. I think someone said earlier, this is where the rake comes in handy. I've not, like, he only crafts like a specialty rake. Like it did not show me like a normal rake. That looks a little high right there. There we go. At the workbench? I didn't see it. Alright, see you, loot. Oh, yeah, it is. I was doing manual crafting and I wasn't seeing it, so that's the normal rate.
Hey there!
Interesting. Okay. So then I would come in here and say, I want to plant these. So we were doing so much gardening in Tales of the Shire. This is a trip, man. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's 3, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, so then I can just do another row if I want to. Because I had 20. Cool. So that's a bunch of beets. Awesome. My bad. My bad! I need berries. Let's definitely do some berry bushes. And I need water. Can I dig a well on my own property? Nothing there. Did I actually put some arrows in there? Totally did. Alright, Brown's recipes, berries. And that'll give me berry seeds, which then I can then plant, and I can have plenty of berries then. Okay, that's yeah. Okay, that's legit. That feels very rewarding. And obviously that's just the specialty version. He did a what was the extra version of the rake that he crafted? No, that's not you. Where's the blacksmith dude? What's the difference? It just enhances its durability? I mean, why not? Because I know I can make Dex food with that, which is better than nothing. What I really want is like stamina food and energy food. And I have a whole bunch of plants. Question is, I don't have enough recipes yet. But I have like corn. I have all sorts of stuff saved up. Yeah. Corn cobs. I'm gonna need more, oh, like, and if I wanted to make healing potions, I can just sit here and craft a bunch of berries and penny buns. And then I can make stacks and stacks of healing potions. Now, my next question, though, is how do I get her to give me more recipes? Because right now she only has one food recipe, which is vegetable puree and popcorn. That Dex food is nice, though. That's 35 minutes.
Come back soon.
Grace says the assistants help other NPCs to craft with. Right, I haven't found any assistants yet. I've only found that one NPC. Man, I kind of feel like overwhelmed right now. They have added so much new stuff to the game. Like, there's still all like the animal husbandry. I haven't touched that yet. I'm barely scratching the surface, pun intended, with the farming right now. The RPG part of the game is very straightforward. Like, here's the quests. They have levels. The zones have levels. Enemies have levels. That part of it's very straightforward. But this part of it, it feels not in a bad way. It's not overwhelming in a bad way. I'm genuinely kind of like sitting here kind of in shock in awe at how much they've added since the last. None of this was here the last time I played. Like not in terms of like the animal husbandry stuff, the villagers, the assistants. They had just added the last time I played with Serious
Hey.
Intent, they had just added the first two hollow halls, or maybe the first three. That was like back in I don't even remember. And then I ducked in and during update 3 when they added all the mage changes, I created a mage and played like 5 levels just for shits and giggles. This is genuinely impressive because also this map is because they've added biomes to this map, so it's gotten much bigger. Yeah. I'm kind of I'm sitting here going I could easily see I could see this becoming a hundreds of hours of type thing. I did 400 hours in Dune Awakening over the course of what, like 6 weeks. If I went whole hog on this, it feels like there's that much content in it right now, just as it is. It's look at all those question marks. That's all quests. And I don't feel compelled to run quests right now because I've been running quests um, for the past few sessions. So today I've just been gathering and doing building and stuff, but it's like, other than that, slight adventure. I mean, we kind of have to do quests for some stuff because like the alchemist needs a mortar, but that's rated as a hard difficulty. The hunter's hand spindle is a moderate. That's for better armor, which I don't really need right now. Something about souls. Cat search. That's awesome. But Lone Thistle, that's someplace I don't even know what that is. That's an area I don't even know the name of. We've done some steps of the Gem Forge, but then I got killed. Make or obtain 3 goat baits with the farmer. You'll need at least 3 goat food baits to proceed meaningfully. I'm assuming do I like in Minecraft, you have to create animal shelters because if you don't fence in the animals, the wolves can get to the animals, or the pigmen will come and kill your cows, or kill your sheep, or kill your chickens. So you have to like enclose your animals.
Hello.
Yeah, I certainly didn't find the building blocks in Netherton. Seek the other's camp and smite them down to unlock an improved tool? Hang on, what are the rewards? How do I see the rewards here? Because like it shows me a picture of the rewards, but it doesn't actually show me what the rewards are. Looks like an improved grapple hook and then something like a crown or something. Improved grapple hook could be good. Where's this at? That's not too far away. I'm waiting for berries. I suppose I could go adventuring a little bit. How are we doing time-wise? I need to check that here in a second. Let's put my hoe to bed. Excuse me. I need to find a matron head to strengthen the flame. Oh, that looks like... Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's the icon it just showed me. The scavenger matron helmet. Dude, it sure as shit looks like the icon it just showed me for that quest reward. That icon looks exactly the same. Alright. Do I have time? What time is it? 6 o'clock?
Huh.
Oh, poor Taiki120 had typed a thing over in Twitch. It said easier to use the hoe for that. The auto mod caught it, and it said the word hoe is misogynist. That's what happens, like, when we... This is the
Hey
funny thing about
there.
when people weaponize words that are innocent words. Like, it's a garden hoe,
What?
but it captured the word hoe, and it literally says, Automod held the word for misogyny. It expired, so I can't unmoderate it. But it's just, it's an innocent, it's just a hoe. Oh, Grace's is a different thing. That's the housing item. Oh, man. Whiskey Dad says my cat kept getting stuck between the workstation and a wall. I think he finally either died or disappeared. What's up? I put it by the microwave. Um, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here, guys. 'Cause I've got
Huh?
No Man's Sky in about an hour, and I want to go to the park and do some exercises this morning because it's been about 4 days since I did pull-ups and lunges. So I need to go make sure that I do my stuff. Otherwise, I got to do my physical therapy stuff. So I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna go do my exercises, have some breakfast. I'll be back in about 1 hour exactly for the No Man's Sky stream. That's right. Everyone needs a good hoe in their life. Whiskey Dad. Everybody needs a good hoe in their garden. Get that hoe out in the garden. Put it to work. Sorry, not sorry. I'll catch you guys in about an hour for No Man's Sky, and then we'll be back again tomorrow morning for more Enshrouded. This will be the routine for the next few days. Enshrouded for the first hour and a half, 2 hours of the morning on No Man's Sky, because they've got drops going on until the first. And then the first, I might not play I might not play either or Enshrouded or No Man's Sky on the first because we've got Hell Is Us dropping on the first. So what we might do on the first is actually, you know what we might do on the first is come play like 3 or 4 hours of Hell Is Us, and then do 3 or 4 hours of No Man's Sky to take advantage of the last day of drops, because the drops campaign for No Man's Sky stops on the first. Um, Stay tuned.